Today we're driving to Fairbanks to run errands and to eat at Friar Tuck's Hoagie House.
We're on our way to Fairbanks this morning, and driving down the road, I read about the Delta Meat and Sausage Inc. in the Milepost magazine, which tells you a lot of things about Alaska. So we stopped here, hoping we could get some elk. They're actually in there like packing everything up, which is pretty cool. Didn't have any elk. We got yak and bison and something else. I can't remember what it was, but super excited. We made it to Friar Tuck's in Fairbanks. Lots of construction. Here is my po' boy. Is that not phenomenal? And these are called hoodoo fries. They have beer, cheese, IPA, and scallions on them. Chuck's still waiting for his. It's our boondocking spot for tonight outside of Fairbanks. And it's beautiful right here on the river.
It was a successful errand day. I was able to upgrade to a new phone to replace my phone that I cracked the screen on yesterday while we were in Chicken. Verizon, the pet store, grocery store, and fuel were all in close proximity to our lunch stop, which turned out to be absolutely delicious.
There he goes, Mr. Porcupine.
Today we begin the drive on the Dalton Highway. You may be familiar with this if you've ever seen the old show called Ice Road Truckers. Obviously it's summer, so it won't be ice, but the roads still are in pretty bad shape from what we've heard.
Yep. What'd you go down? So I can see your front tire is definitely down.
Oh yeah.
You got a flat
30? I went 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that safe?
I've done 35 before anyways.
Yeah,
Seems like
I
you
will
can go
see.
farther.
See how it does.
What'd you do?
I went 30 on the front, 35 on the back.
Drove down the road a little bit and pulled over at a little creek area to have lunch. And Chuck and I had leftover pizza again, which was good. He walked down here after he ate and he saw like a bear claw. It's like a real bear claw. I mean, it looks fake, but it's not. But there is a river, so I could see bears being here. Of course, I don't have bear spray. It's probably not good right now. But we've already been down here a couple of times. But yeah, see, you can see the bear claw. And it's got like flies all over it, and you can see the bone when he turns it over. Here comes one of those trucks coming by. They fly by.
We were actually surprised that some of the road was paved because we had expected all dirt. There were tons of potholes along the way too, so you really had to pay careful attention to where you were driving. So we were expecting a really bad drive, so I have to say it wasn't as bad as we were expecting. Airing down the tires definitely helped out tremendously. I will say though that we had to pull over at times when those big semi-trucks came by because on those dirt roads they were just slinging gravel everywhere.
That's the one with the long fin on the top?
Yeah. It's a gray one.
Oh, cool. Hold it up, it's your first Alaska fish.
It is.
Yay!
Baby, look.
Tio, look! Oh, he's out of it.
Thankfully, we ended the day without a cracked windshield on day one. We rewarded Tio for a loud, noisy day of riding in the van with a yak cheese, which he loved. In 1968, when the oil was discovered at Prudhoe Bay, and this began the push to build a pipeline and the road, completing the road in just 5 months, and the pipeline in 3 years, from 1974 to 1977.
Alright, so we made it to Coldfoot. We've gotten diesel, and we're headed into the cafe. They have a little bar here, and it's the northernmost bar in America. So we're going to have a quick drink, and then we're going to the visitor center. They have a little skeeter meter over there. She said it's accurate right now. It says mile. The food looks really good here, but we already ate lunch. And then here's the bar.
Make sure in front of the little sign.
What does it say? Oh, it does say the northernmost saloon. Perfect. Cheers from the northernmost saloon. After our bar drink, we came to the Arctic Interagency Visitor Center. This was supposed to be a really cool place with lots of information. Really wanted to see caribou, but the lady said it's really up at the beach, which is the very end in Dead Horse, and there's no way we're driving that far. It's just too much, so we're gonna stop before then and probably spend the night, check found a place that looks good. Ooh, look, the mosquito meter. Easy breezy, itchy scratchy. Does my bugs for you. 0 dark skeeter. That's hilarious. Guy's really helpful and nice at the visitor center. He just started working here like 2 months ago, just for the summer. But he's given us a lot of really good information. Here is the mammoth tusk that the lady said her friend found across the street. She was at the Coldfoot camp. Her friend found this, and now they have it over here at the visitor center on display. And he said they just put it out because they just like sealed it. It even looks kind of wet, like you can kind of see it. So this is pretty cool because Chuck and I were at the mammoth monument. I guess it's a national monument in Waco, Texas, not too long ago, and it was very interesting. Look at the moose head. The moose are so cool. Lydia and Mark saw a bear today on the side of the road. We didn't see it. We had pulled over for the trucks to go by, and they said it was really, really far off the road, and they saw it just for a quick second. I think by the time we got there, it was gone.
The guidebook at the visitor center indicated that the original name of the road was the Haul Road because it was almost everything supporting oil development being hauled in on tractor-trailer rigs to its final destination. In 1981 is when the road was renamed after a famous Alaskan Arctic engineer named James Dalton. At first, the road was only open to commercial traffic, and in 1994 it was fully opened all the way to Deadhorse for the first time. The guidebook also notes that services are very limited, so you have to plan accordingly. There are no public or emergency medical facilities, there are no banks, there are no grocery stores, and cell service only works in a few areas. However, we are finding that our Starlink is working pretty good.
So we're at the Atigun River, and we made it through the Atigun Pass. It feels like we're in a movie. I mean, it looks like a painting or a green screen around you. Doesn't even look like it could be real. But it was an awesome drive, very amazing. And you can see the mud here. We tried to clear off a pathway to the door, and very muddy, but it's beautiful, just stunning. The guys are all pretty tired from driving all day. They're down there fishing now. We ate dinner and had a little time to relax. The sun's gone behind the mountain in front of me, and I wanted to show you the permafrost. Look when you step, like how squishy it is. And you just sink down in it, and it's like, it goes down like really, really long way. It's just all frozen under here. And it stays solid from what I read in the milepost. This side stays solid. Some of the farther south side will thaw out sometimes, but it's just so squishy. It's just so weird to walk. Little Tio was running through here like a little maniac, and it was hilarious to watch him because he was sinking. Really, really beautiful. Beautiful spot, although we're not sure we went where we were intending to go, but I like it. I think it's nice.
Today we're going to drive just a short distance north to Galbraith to take a look at the campground there and the lake. When we planned this Alaska trip, we had high hopes of visiting a couple of national parks in this area. Unfortunately, what we found out in the research is that you can't drive into those. You can take flights in, and if you're a really strong hiker, you might could hike in, but pretty much that wasn't going to be on our bucket list for this trip. The farthest north that we made it was 68 degrees and 45 minutes. We decided that was far enough because it was still 139 miles one way to get to Prudhoe Bay, and there really wasn't a whole lot to see there. We started our drive back toward Fairbanks, but we knew we weren't going to make it all the way in one day because it's slow going on the road. Along the way, the guys stopped and did some fishing. We also stopped and filled up with diesel and Coldfoot again, just to be sure we didn't run out of fuel. While the guys stopped to fish along the way, Tio had a blast playing in the water, chasing sticks, running around like crazy. Eventually, we found an eye-over-lander spot in a gravel pit, which we really liked because those had a lot less mosquitoes to annoy you. We are so ready to be off this highway today, get back to Fairbanks, and get all of our errands done.
Mr. Tio, he's restless. Every time we stop, he wants to get out of the van, go somewhere and run and play. Made it through the Dalton Highway. Chuck is airing up. I walked Tio, but the mosquitoes are vicious. Tio's back here. I don't know. Are you going to show up on camera, puppy? Say, I went on a walk and the mosquitoes were everywhere, Mom. Yeah, good boy. He's being a star. Oh, there goes another mosquito. Oh, and look, it's like blood when you kill him. It's just horrible. Anyway, so we are headed to Fairbanks. We do have a crack in our windshield. A big one right there that we got. I think it's probably going to split, but it hasn't yet. That was late yesterday, and we have this little one here. Alright, so this is our first time going to an RV truck wash, and hopefully it's going to look much better. I should have made a photo of the van before when it was all filthy, because it was totally disgusting. It's been a very frustrating day, lots and lots of traffic, construction, and I think the worst part was that we got an early start and then we got held up at one place 45 minutes waiting for an oversized vehicle to come through. They told us it would take 20 minutes and it was 45. And then we got really hungry and angry. And we did have another roll from Friar Hoagie's, so Chuck and I just split one. But after this, we're going to the grocery store. We did take Tio to the dog park real quick. I forgot about that stop too. We got dog food, Chuck got fishing lures, and then next we're on to the grocery store. After that, we're going to the brewery and then to dinner. It is 2:30 in Alaska, so we're still doing good on time. I just don't know where we're going to spend the night. There's still lots of smoke here. There are actually fires on both sides of the highway as we were coming through some of the mountains, and I think that was the worst part, is coming back. We had to stop and sit for 45 minutes where all that smoke was bad. So we're at the Black Spruce Brewing Company, and we grabbed a couple of drinks. And then they have a nice patio out here. Looks like they've got a food truck. Somebody had the loaded fries earlier. It looks really good. Tio's being a sweetheart. Alright, so we made it to the pump house after our quick drink at the brewery. We have a plan for where we're staying tonight. And this looks super cute. So I got the chicken denali. It was artichoke hearts and sun-dried tomatoes and mushrooms, I think. We wanted the elk burger, but they don't have it. They just took it off the menu. My menu had it and Chuck's did not. So Chuck got the meatloaf. Yeah, elk meatloaf. I tell you, this is phenomenal though. This Stilling hard cider dreamsicle orange vanilla cream. Oh my gosh, very good. Okay, we got our dessert. It's the chocolate lava cake thing. This is the main restaurant. We ate at the bar, but this is the main restaurant when you come in. They have cool chandeliers and look at the moose, and here's a huge bear. Oh my god, super nice place. The Pump House 1982. National Historic Register of Historic Places. Long day, and we decided to get a campground for tonight. It's the Nanana RV Park and Campground. Decent place. It was good just to be able to relax, but we're pretty wiped out. The roads were like super rough today, and it's just been a long day. We're tired. Off to Denali tomorrow.